What do you make of the appointment of Ryan McMenamin and Ricey as Fermanagh boss?
It's an interesting one. He's obviously come through the Mickey Hart School of Management. He's got 3 All-Ireland medals. He was one of the meanest defenders in the game. He wasn't everyone's cup of tea. But you know, from what we're hearing from Fermanagh, when Rory Gallagher stood down, a lot of the players, first thing they said was they wanted Ryan McMenamin to stay in place. He's been in there for the last 2 years. He seemed to have a very good dynamic there with Rory. They got to the Ulster final for the first time in 10 years last year. They got promoted from Division 2. It kind of plateaued a wee bit for them this year. I know Tomas Corrigan was away travelling, and you know they lost a lot of players from the panel from the year before. So a few of those lads might be back for 2020. It's a very interesting appointment. Like there'll be a lot of attention on how that goes for him. Of course, Peter Canavan was in charge of Fermanagh before as well, and you know a county like that really struggles with numbers, and they have a very small level of clubs as well. So interesting to see how it goes. I hope it goes well. There's word as well that Joe McMahon might be coming with him.
Yeah, so there's talk of him and Paul McIver from Ballinderry. So, like, when you look at Ryan McMenamin, the fact that he's won his 3 All-Irelands, and the last one is 11 years ago at this point, because he's already been there with Rory Gallagher, is that the sort of thing where people buy into that, or it's gone long past that stage because, you know, he's been there, he's part of the furniture already? There's no real lift been given as such by, you know, the way a new appointment gives a lift, that there's not necessarily a bounce from something like this, but maybe it's a safe pair of hands.
I don't know, like, you can look at it 2 ways. Like, Rory became Donegal manager after Jim McGuinness left. Now, obviously, he wasn't there for the last 2 years of Jim's tenure because they had a bit of a fallout or whatever. And then you look at Tipperary hurling point of view, you had Michael Ryan there for X amount of years, and when he came in, he won an All-Ireland. So, like, that continuity can work and it can't. It just really depends, I think.
Yeah, because when Rory Gallagher took over from Jim McGuinness, I would struggle to say that they kicked on with him. Now, obviously, Rory Gallagher is leaving here, but it's like, do you think Fermanagh got the maximum out of themselves? The Ulster final the first year was huge. Getting knocked out the first round qualifier to Monaghan this year, not so huge. So, are what are the prospects for Fermanagh? Like, what is success for them?
I'd say success would be obviously getting to the Super 8 would be massive for them. Like, they got to an All-Ireland quarter final in 2015, was it, under Pete McGrath? And that was a massive thing for them. Like, getting to an Ulster final is huge as well. And you know, they fully deserved to get there last year. Like, they got their tactics spot on against Monaghan and got them with a sucker punch at the end of the game. But you know, they fully deserved that win. I'd say like an Ulster final appearance, and you know, holding their own in Division 2 again, getting that sort of challenge through the spring and keep developing players. Like, they haven't had as much success at underage level. Like, they'd have a huge problem with younger players going to college and stuff like that as well, and maybe going to soccer too. And they just have such a small number of clubs too. It's a big challenge for them. I'd say like an Ulster final appearance and a good qualifier run would be success for them, and staying in Division 2 as well. But they have some very good players. Like, obviously, I'd say if they got a couple of home qualifier draws this year against Division 3 or Division 4 opposition, it could have been a different summer for them for sure.